Hey, this is Wolf from Armoury-Terrain. I'd just like to wish all my Christian friends a happy Christmas, my heathen friends a happy Yule, and my pagan friends a good solstice. And for everybody else, happy holidays. Now I'm going to take this hat off because here in Australia it's, 36 degrees today, which for you guys in the US is like 104 maybe? Something like that. Anyway, the video today is to make placeholders for Christmas. Now, I'm sure you've all been there, the big family gathering and people don't want to sit next to other people and so forth. So the party planner normally will put out a name tag for everybody. Now, this is just a bit of a fancier way of doing these name tags. The brief that I was given was they needed to be white and red, and they had to contain 2 candy canes. So I thought, cool. So I went down to my local Bunnings and I bought a strip of moulding. This is triquad. Cost me like $6-7, and this is what's left after cutting 10 pieces off it. So as you can see, it's got this nice profile to it. And I thought, I'm just going to use this, drill some holes in it, put some candy canes in, put some name tags on. Easy. Not quite so easy. I discovered that because of the size of the candy cane, you actually need quite a big drill. So putting the big drill through this meant that it was going all over the place. So that didn't work. But what did work was adding a piece of pine ready. This is a 1x2 pine ready, and then gluing the moulding to the front since I'd bought it anyway. From that point I drill 2 holes into the back. My holes were 20 mils in from either end, but your holes can be wherever you'd like to put them, because after all, this is your design. This is just a bit of inspiration for you. So once I drilled the holes all the way through the pine board, I glued the front on, sprayed it white, painted the front piece here red. I may or may not write Happy or Merry Christmas on it as yet, I'm not sure. And then because I did drill the holes all the way through, I've glued some red felt to the bottom. That's just to stop anything falling through the bottom. So the name tags. To start off with, I made them out of pizza card. You know, the cardboard off your pizza boxes? And then I just glued a nice piece of, designer paper to get the texture and colour to the front, and some red paper to the back. Except they weren't quite big enough, and if you look really closely, you can see the pizza name through the white paper because I glued it to the front instead of to the red at the back. So instead of using these, I had some foam core floating around the workshop, which was just getting broken up and, this sort of stuff. And as you know, foam core corners break off and it gets trodden on and all the rest. So I used some of that. That was just bought from my local newsagent. So gluing the red paper to the back and the designer paper to the front with a texture writing the name on, and then just hot glue for a silver bell to the back. So once you get it to this stage, you stick one of your candy canes into a hole, you slide it under that candy cane, then you stick the other candy cane on into the hole, and everyone knows where they sit, and they've got 2 sugary candy canes to eat while they're waiting for the meal, or after the meal, or to have candy cane fights with, or whatever else. They're just about right for sparring with. So anyway, this is Wolf from Armoury-Terrain, wishing everybody a safe holiday period, and have a happy new year, and I'll be back hopefully before New Year to blow something up. So yes, this is my little design. I hope you've been inspired. This is Wolf saying, go out and make something.